Hello, I'm Lisa, and I'm here to guide you through the mysteries of secrets of herding sheep. Get ready for revelations that will change how you see the world. Imagine the vast social chasm between classes centuries ago, where millions of the lower class lived beneath the rule of a single king and his royal family. These common folk, from whom most of us today are likely descended, shared the same language with the rulers, but were worlds apart in education. In the 1600s, literacy was a luxury. Only about 10% of the population could read, predominantly upper-class men. Today, children master reading in their earliest school years, showcasing how education has evolved. But what implications did this have for governance and control?
Come on, buddy. We're just going for a vet visit. Nothing to worry about.
Just as a dog perks up at the mention of vet but remains calm when you spell it out, VET. Consider how we use language today to manage or manipulate understanding. Spelling out VET to keep a dog calm is not unlike how parents might spell out words to prevent children from catching on to adult talks. This was the same principle used by the ruling class to manage the masses. Suppose a ruler announced something akin to taking the masses to the vet. The reaction might have been akin to the infamous, "let them eat cake," often cited as the spark for revolution, though its truth is debated. This shows the delicate balance of communication, where underestimating the populace could lead to upheaval. The ruling classes have always understood the power of language. By using symbolic obfuscation, they could speak in layers, hiding their true intent in plain sight. Just like spelling out VET, they could communicate without inciting panic or revolt. From ancient times to today, coded communication has been used to maintain control. By likening the populace to sheep, leaders could guide without being explicit, avoiding accountability while shaping public perception. And so, we are left to ponder. How much of our reality is shaped by the unseen hand of symbolic communication? You are about to learn, with examples of mathematical impossibilities, how this practice of herding through language is as old as civilization itself, yet it persists in our modern age. Symbols are everywhere in our society, and you already know many of them. They define what and where things are, often without the need for words. If you understand these symbols, then you already know how to decode them. This is no different from recognizing basic characteristics and understanding contexts. Symbols prescribe permissible actions, signal affiliation to certain groups, and convey much more. The challenging aspect of learning new, secret symbolic communications as an outsider is tracing their historical origins to grasp their meanings and how they've evolved in context. You've surely had your share of inside jokes. Picture this. Years ago, a friend ate 13 hamburgers in one sitting. You never let him live it down, and your friends still occasionally call him Hamburger Guy as a joke. That makes your friend what? Yes, that makes him a symbol of hamburger. But to anyone outside your circle, this nickname makes no sense, because they weren't there to share in the experience. This is a simple demonstration of how symbols and inside comms work within exclusive groups, creating a language of their own. Rich with meaning, but opaque to those not initiated into the circle. Consider the symbol water as an example of symbolic communication used throughout history. Think about phrases like sucking up knowledge like a sponge, or I'm thirsty for knowledge. So, what might water symbolize then? Exactly. Water equals information. When secret information becomes public, it's called a leak. Information that is true holds water, and new, significant information makes waves. That's the essence of the world of symbolic communications. It's filled with thousands of inside jokes, layers of symbolism that we're often not privy to, each with its own rich tapestry of meaning. Symbolism is not just a language, but a fabric woven into every aspect of our world, cleverly concealing the truth beneath a veil of coded language. Without deciphering these symbols, one remains blind to the real machinations of global events. There's no domain untouched by this cryptic communication. Let's look at some mathematical impossibilities that suggest more than mere coincidence. Example number 1. On September 26, 2020, Joe Biden remarked, "I got to the Senate 180 years ago."
That's why I've made it a priority my entire career to work closely with you. From the time I got to the Senate 180 years ago.
Exactly 180 days later, on March 25, 2021, he said,
With regard to the filibuster, I believe we should go back to the position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago.
Then, 120 days later, on July 22, 2021, he stated,
Way back 150 years ago when I was chairman of the Judiciary Committee, we spent a lot of time.
"Do you see why this is mathematically impossible? Each gaffe directly counts to the next." And now, example number 2. On September 26, 2017, a nuclear accident at a Russian military base was concealed. The very next day, September 27, 2017, Hugh Hefner, famously linked to blackmail, passed away. Fast forward to August 9, 2019. Another Russian nuclear accident was hidden, and on August 10, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein, another figure synonymous with blackmail, died. These are not ordinary coincidences. For two of the most infamous figures tied to blackmail to die the day after secret nuclear incidents, such events don't align by chance. There's an underlying purpose, a coded message in these seemingly random but precisely timed occurrences. This is the world of symbolic communication, where what appears as mere happenstance might be orchestrated with intent, revealing a hidden layer of truth beneath the surface of our daily news and conversations. Until we meet again to unveil more secrets, I hope to see you in the next episode of Secrets of Herding Sheep. Have a nice day.